Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here with a collective read. It is a read for the new moon eclipse, my friends. Thought I'd come here and drop some cards, so maybe there's going to be some things that might help you through this time. And why should we be worried about it? Well, I don't think that you really should be. I don't think you should be worried about it. I feel like with this eclipse and the new moon, it's for our good. It's to release things that we weren't willing to release, and it's a time to make peace with what you can't change. So, if you are in the path of totality, my friends, now, the path of totality is covering Mexico, United States, and Canada. So I've been hearing on the internet the American eclipse. It's not an American eclipse. It's a world eclipse. And it's going to affect a lot of people in a lot of places. But the path of totality is the path in which you will get 100% view of the total cover of the moon in front of the sun. So if you are in the path of totality, my friend, if you are in Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, or Ohio, if you're in New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, or Pennsylvania, you are going to get the 100% view here. So please view cautiously so you don't hurt yourself. If you're in Canada and you're in Ontario, Quebec, Newfoundland, Labrador, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Nova Scotia around the Cape area, you will also get the the total view of the eclipse. Anyone else is going to be able to view it from Mexico, Canada, and the US, but you just won't see it as a 100% coverage of the sun. You will see it as partial. Where I am in Canada, we'll see it at about 70%. All right. So, Aries, Aries, I'm just going to talk about you for a moment because we are in Aries season here and there's a lot going on in your sign. There's a whole damn party, a house party going on in the sign of Aries. Aries, you have the sun, the moon, Mercury, which is in retrograde, Venus, Chiron, and North Node in your sign. This is also going to affect people who are an Aries ascendant. So if you are a cardinal sign, Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn, this is going to affect you the most, although it's going to affect everybody. If you want to know how it's going to affect your sign, you'll need to do a little bit of your own work. So I'm going to take some clarity with these oracles first, and then we're going to hit it with some tarot, find out what's going on. And I'm not asking for anything in particular. I'm not asking for love or money, or I am asking for all of those things, not any one thing. So it's whatever's going to come out is going to come out, right? That's the deal. Let's start here. So what is this eclipse about, right? It is a new moon, which is new beginnings, and the eclipse is taking things away. Now, this is a time to make peace with the things you cannot change, because those of you who have been holding on to some things, those things are going to be gone without notice. It's not up to you. It's now up to fate. So this eclipse with the new moon is closing some doors and opening others for you, and it's not your decision which doors are closing or opening. So the Mercury is in Aries, and it can cause misunderstandings, tantrums, and arguments. It is retrograding right now, Mercury, and things that are spoiled or outdated or removed over time, they're going to be removed over time. And what that means is that, it's not going to happen immediately. Like when March 20th hits, you don't automatically see leaves on the trees, right? Just because it's spring on that day is spring, we don't see the leaves on the trees immediately. It takes some time for that to happen. So some of you are going to expect quick change, and there's nothing you can do about it. Other people will be like cleaning out the fridge, cleaning out spoiled and outdated things, throwing them about, and they'll be removed over time. But we do have this energy of it is what it is, y'all. It is fated times, and things are going to Things are going to be moving around. Things you won't expect, things you may expect. Let's find out what the oracles are saying to us here. And then we will talk about some tarot. Let's find out what is going on for the collective. So when I say the collective, I mean all signs, y'all. So no matter what is going on with you, in terms of your signs, everybody's going to feel this total solar eclipse with the new moon. Okay, look, it's right here. Look, the cards were coming out as we were talking, and there it is. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the Tower, and we have love. We have love begins. For some of you, this is what's going down because that's Venus in Aries. Aries is the planet of destruction, right? Like, sorry, not Aries, but Mars is the planet of destruction, right? Destruction, breaking things down, arguments can happen. It's fiery energy, right? The sun and the moon are both in Aries right now, so it means prepare for the best and the worst, right? Things will be coming to the surface that you haven't seen before. The sun and the moon work in conjunction with each other. So for some of you, this is what's going down here. The Wheel of Fortune is here, which is fated changes. And we already know that this eclipse energy has not shown up for us as a new moon eclipse since August the 21st of 2017. And coincidentally enough, I'm just going to say on a personal note, that was the year that I ended up asking for a divorce. So as I go back and I look, and I didn't really have my eye on that energy at that time, but yeah, that was the year that I asked for the divorce. So there we go. We do have doubt. It says, I release the need to know all of the answers. I like that. And we have service. I feel good when I can help others. So I think what it's telling you here is to try and keep yourself otherwise engaged in maybe some service for the people around you, service for yourself, maybe some self-care, health-care. But I feel like the doubt card is really on point here. It says, I release the need to know all the answers. You need to be comfortable with the uncomfortable, my friend. Some of you are hitting the Wheel of Fortune, right? And things are about to change. There's about to be a lot of change, and change is good, but first it will piss you off because here comes the Tower to clear away all of the illusion that was in your life. It's going to clear a path, especially for those cardinal signs. But for you, Aries, with Venus being in your sign, it's going to give you realizations about who you really love and what you really love. So that's that energy. And then we do have these. So we have meditate and contemplate. It says new moon in Pisces, and it says time to breathe out. It does feel like for some of you that you are going to be ending things, losing things, and it's not going to be your choice. This is not the time to be the doorman, I'm going to say. If people are trying to leave your life, please let them go. If people are trying to get into your life, please, talk to them and find out why they want to be in your life. So this is not the time for you to be the traffic cop. You can't be stopping people from leaving because that's going to be crushing in the long run. It's going to be crushing. If people want to leave, you got to let them leave. And if people want to arrive, you got to let them arrive. All right, let's get some tarot. Let's talk about what's going on here. Looks like we've got a lot of clarifications to take to get going with here. So let's get some tarot first. What are we going to use? Okay. Let's talk about it. Tell me what's going on for my collective. This is a collective reading, which means I'm reading for all of the signs. I'm going to call out the signs and symbols as you need to hear them, my friend, in order to know what's going on. And yeah, that's what we'll be doing today. Let's find out what's going on. Put your intuitive hat on to know if this is for you. Tell me about the collective, please. Tell me about this energy that is here with this new moon eclipse. We do have the Seven of Pentacles. Oops. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Wands. Okay. Very interesting. The Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So we do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. We have the King of Pentacles. Now, it could be that you are dealing with someone who is an earth sign. You could be an earth sign. But, this energy is, the King of Pentacles is an energy. And that energy is one of stability and wanting to settle down and being very grounded and really knowing your stuff, going over the details. And, the King of Pentacles is the one who is the most settled of all of the kings, the one who is solid and sturdy and dependable. And this King of Pentacles energy could be yours even if you don't have an earth sign placement. And maybe you do. We have the Seven of Pentacles here and the Two of Swords. And so the Seven of Pentacles is growth. It's waiting. I've put a lot of work into this. I've invested a lot of time and a lot of work, and I'm not getting a lot of payout or payback. Things are not working. I still feel stuck. It's like somebody here doesn't really see things for what they are. And that means that things might creep up on you, like with this eclipse and this new moon, that things that you didn't realize were over might end without your permission. And so you need to be aware of that. If you've got someone blocked, they may block you back. Or if you have been trying to make a decision about something because you've put your whole self into it. And I feel like you've put in a lot of effort, but you still are coming up with this energy of being blocked. Maybe someone has blocked you, like, in the 3D, but I feel like it's like you can't make a decision, or it's really hard. You feel like it's bothering you that you need to make a decision of some sort here. We have the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, and I want to say for some of you, your money's about to get good. The Wheel of Fortune stepped into the room, and now we have the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles, as I described, is someone who is very aware of their financial stability, their 3D stability. And the Nine of Pentacles tells me that some of you, whatever you've been building is now going to come to fruition. So if you're a person who has started a business 5 years ago, or something like that, I feel like your business is now going to gain stability. That's what it takes, 10,000 hours or 5 years, right? To find out if an actual business is going to float or sink. And so I feel for some of you that you've put in a lot of energy, a lot of work. I feel like you are somebody who's built it by yourself. I don't think you have a whole team working on it. I think you are someone who is building toward this stability all on your own. We do have the Six of Swords and the Three of Wands. I feel like for some of you here, you're tired of waiting, and you're just gonna go along, dickety-boo here. It's like the Three of Wands is here, but so is the Six of Swords. So it feels like you're just like, you know what? I'm tired of waiting of what's out there. It's time for me to go. In this particular depiction, we can see that this third wand here is almost burnt to the ground. And when it burns out, there's only going to be 2 wands. It's time for the adventure. Some of you are like, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not going to wait for it anymore. It feels like some of you have been waiting a really long time, and it's been a hard wait. It's been a really long and hard wait. Now, that being said, with the eclipse and the new moon, some of you will be closing doors on things that you've been waiting for. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm closing and I'm moving forward. And for others of you, I feel like you're going to go from sadness to happiness. It feels like you're going to go from regret and sadness to taking a leap of faith into something here. And we do have the Queen of Pentacles, which is the match for the King of Pentacles. So we do have, for some of you, this energy is ushering in a soulmate connection that you have not thought about or been part of for years. When Pentacles show up for me as a reader, they are years. So we do have some of you taking a leap of faith after being really sad that things weren't moving. Maybe you were feeling stuck. So for some of you, somebody is arriving, because we have the Tower and the Ace of Cups here. And for others of you, it's ending. We're just going to end it, and I just don't want to have to deal with it anymore, because I feel like right here it says doubt. I can release the need to know all the answers. And for some of you, you're like, you know what? I'm not spending any more time thinking about this thing. Whether it is, maybe it's a situation with a person, and it doesn't have to be in love. This is a general reading, and so it could be a family member. It could be your workplace. Maybe you're done with that. But it feels like for some of you, you're not waiting for change anymore. You're just, you've decided that it was too chaotic, making yourself wait. So the Six of Swords is here to say, I'm disconnecting from the chaos and I'm moving to calmer waters. All right. Let's clarify just a little bit here. Well, maybe a lot of it, right? There's a whole lot of energy here. And I think we're going to start up here. I think that we need more clarification about what's going on here. So we do have the Wheel of Fortune, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We do have the Tower card, which is Scorpio energy. And we have Love Begins, which is of course, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. It is love, right? It is emotional energy. Tell me why the Wheel of Fortune is here, please. Tell me why the Wheel of Fortune is here. And the Wheel of Fortune is card number 10. It breaks down to a 1. That's the beginning of something. For some of you, these fated changes are taking you to a brand new love situation. Tell me about destiny, please, or the Wheel of Fortune. Tell me why that is here, please, for the collective. We do have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. We have the Knight of Swords. What the hell? Oh my gosh. And we have the Two of Swords. Look, for some of you, the Wheel of Fortune is pulling you out of hermit mode, or someone else out of hermit mode. So it feels like there is somebody here who's been trying to get a different perspective on things, like looking at, you know, that person out there and that situation out there. Maybe you're questioning your own reality and your perception. It's time to look at it from a perspective, from another perspective. And so it does feel like, look at that perspective for you does bring in, it ushers in someone who is charging at you. So what I want to say, that there is somebody here who's been trying to get a different perspective about a situation. You could be the person who is charging in, but there could be someone charging in on you that you don't realize is coming because of the Two of Swords. Now, you could be in the Two of Swords feeling blocked, kind of feeling emotional, but trying to hold it back. I feel like there is something here that you don't see. And someone is charging in here. Someone that has been blocked previously, I feel, is going to be charging in. So if they know where you live, if they still have your number and you have the same number, it feels like if they can get a hold of you, somehow they will get a hold of you. We do have 3 swords here. And so I want to say that this Wheel of Destiny is bringing somebody back around for some of you, but for others of you, it's pushing you forward toward trying to make some decisions here. All right, tell me what this Tower is about, please. It feels like for some of you with that Knight, the Knight of Swords is Gemini, and the Two of Swords is Aquarius. So for some of you, it feels like that somebody is rushing in to have a conversation that's going to be really hard, or we're going to start talking about why things didn't work out, or why I blocked you, or why you blocked me. It feels like there is going to be some sort of heartfelt communication that is coming, but it's coming from somebody who has been hanging in this Hanged Man energy, trying to see a different perspective for a long while here. Possibly for a year, because Pisces is card number 12. Possibly it's been a year since you heard from this person. Tell me what the Tower is about, please. What do we need to know about the Tower? What is the illusion that is falling for the collective, please? We have the Wheel of Fortune again. Look at this energy, y'all. The energy. So the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower is like destruction, right? The Tower is total destruction, upheaval, and change. Why? To usher in something new, something dramatically good for you. So we do have the Wheel of Fortune again, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. This has taken a long time to happen. These are energies that are fixed, and the fixed signs are always accused of being stubborn because they refuse to move forward any quickly than feels comfortable for them. So it feels like somebody has taken a really long time to make some type of change in their life, and somebody is going to have the Tower fall. Now, the Tower doesn't fall on things that are good and well and balanced, but the Tower does fall on the last timeline that you are no longer going back to. So this is the eclipse part that we're talking about here. The Tower is coming here to throw down the illusion that you thought that something you were doing was working. It's time for things to change. And of course, change is always good. It's positive. The Wheel of Fortune is here in the upright, which means that it's a positive change. But look, it's first going to piss you off, because this is not an easy change, my friends. It's not easy, because we have Scorpio, which is ruled by Mars, and also Aries is ruled by Mars. So it's going to piss you off just a little bit. We have the King of Cups, and we have the Three of Swords. So for some of you, what you're moving forward to is some sort of a deep connection that I feel has been tumultuous, I want to say. So we have the Three of Swords with the King of Cups. Now, Scorpio has again entered the room. We do have a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. It's a general reading. Keep that in mind. And so it feels like either this person broke your heart, or this person feels brokenhearted, and it's time for change. It's time for this person to face what they haven't wanted to face in a really long time. And I think what that is the Ace of Cups. I feel like somebody has been looking away from the Ace of Cups, even though they wanted it. and felt like they couldn't have it. Well, now the universe is going to force your hand. If you're that person who's been holding back, not telling someone about your feelings, not telling them that you actually have deep, deep feelings for them because there's been an argument or disappointment, or you've been separated from this person for a while, I feel like you are about to embark on something new. And just like the eclipse with the new moon, like I said, with when spring comes from winter, we don't immediately get leaves on the trees. It takes time. So when the eclipse comes here, it's like it's closing doors, changing minds, destruction is here, it's breaking down of things, and then we move forward, and over time, things are going to change. Your mind is going to change. How you feel is going to change. We've got the King of Cups here right next to the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me someone is having a change of heart. And now instead of feeling maybe angry or upset, is feeling heartbroken. Tell me about love begins, please. What do we need to know about love begins? We do have the Five of Swords. We have the Judgment card. Interesting. And we have the Eight of Wands. So it really is communication. Some of you are getting communication from someone that you have big, deep feelings for. The King of Cups is here and is very psychic energy. I feel like what we're looking at here with the Five of Swords is that the person that I feel is coming to speak with you, or the person that you're going to want to go forward to speak with, is somebody that you have possibly some really fundamental differences with. Somebody that there may be things between you that you've not been able to reconcile, because the Five of Swords is somebody throwing down their swords and leaving. Look, I don't want to fight with you. I'm not talking to you about this anymore. But it is about disagreements, right? And battles. So it does feel like the heartbreak comes from the fact that there were disagreement and battles between these two people, that maybe they're both very fixed signs, or maybe that, it's just this energy that is causing things to come back together. So maybe for some of you, this person's coming in to resolve an issue, not necessarily to ask you to come back in their life as a love interest, but they want to resolve an issue. So it could be a family member, it could be a best friend you haven't spoken with, it could be a lover. I'm just saying. We do have the Judgment card, so that tells me that for some of you, someone is coming back around, and you may get the closure and then send them on their way. And for some of you, you will be inviting this in as a new love connection. So it is a very big decision that's being made here. For someone, it's like a huge decision. This person is making a huge decision to communicate with you about love. So for some of you, it's different for all of you, right? Some of you are just going to slam the door and tell them no, and just let you know that that's your karma. How you react to things is your karma. How this person reacts to things is their karma. So take it as it resonates for you. It does feel like for some of you that you are going to release it and just be done with it. I'm going to release it. I don't need to know what is going to go on further from here. It feels like that once you do, for some of you, you're going to be able to exhale. It's going to be a time for you to exhale finally. This thing is finally closed. The door is closed. I've got resolve, and maybe some of you will send them on their way, and some of you will allow them to come in. So I do see here with the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Swords here, it does feel like somebody has put a lot of effort into something, and I feel like it feels like it's up here. Whatever your sign is, whatever sign I mentioned here, it feels like you've put a lot of thought into something, but you're still feeling blocked. Why is that? Tell me about the Two of Swords, please. We've got the Eight of Swords now, we've got the Five of Wands, and we have the Six of Swords. So there is somebody here who is ready to embark on something new. They're disconnecting from something old. The Five of Wands is telling me that it's an internal struggle. I'm not really sure if I want to do it. I'm not really sure if I can. It's indecision. Should I do it? Should I break away? I've put a lot of effort into this thing. Should I break away, or should I move forward? The Eight of Swords is here with the Two of Swords. So we do have Eight Swords, which tells me that somebody is in their head, right? Eight of Swords is here. Somebody's in their head not being able to make a decision, but is thinking about possibly you or the situation on an obsessive loop. We do have 8 swords and 2, which is 10. This is soon going to end. And somebody here who's been in indecision is finally going to have movement. And It feels like somebody's having a hard time breaking away from an old connection for some of you. And I've put a lot of work in here. It's like I've put a lot of work in. I've put a lot of money in. We bought a house together. Maybe we have assets. Things have grown. I've put in a lot of effort, and I don't know if I want to leave, but I think somebody here is making a decision to leave an old connection because the Tower is here and the illusion is gone. What you thought you wanted, the eclipse and the new moon is here to tell you that that's not what it was. That wasn't your path. You weren't supposed to be there. By the way, North Node is also in Aries. And that is your life path, right? I only know that because my North Node is in Aries. So is my Venus, by the way. Tell me what yours is down below, because there's a whole lot going on in Aries right now. Whether it's your Sun, Moon, Venus, Chiron, Mercury, your ascendant sign, or your North Node, you're going to be very affected here. So we have the Emperor, we have the Page of Wands, and we do have the Page of Cups. Somebody's getting a surprise. That's what it is. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Emperor is trying to gain confidence, or is very confident, could be currently confident. When the Emperor shows up in the upright, for me, they're quite noble. This is someone who is going to make the decisions that are best for everyone involved, because the Emperor is the ruler of the empire, and the empire is full of kingdoms, and the kingdoms are run by the kings and the queens. So we can surmise that the king and the queens report to the Emperor. It's a really big job. So this is Aries energy. But when the Emperor's here, so are all the kings. The kings are always in the room with the Emperor because the Emperor's got the wisdom of all the kings. So what I want to say, that there is an Emperor here, Aries, it could be you. We have an Emperor here who is very confident that when they make that call or send that message, Page of Wands, that it's going to be surprising, possibly for Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But they're going to do it anyway. It feels like it's a surprise communication. It's sweet, it's kind, it's fun, it's bantering, it feels like it's with these two energies here, it feels like the message is sent with sort of a flirty, fun, kind of affectionate way. So it feels like for somebody here, you know this person, and this person, I feel, is feeling confident that they can connect with you and that you'll be okay with connecting with them, because somebody here is tired of waiting. I don't want to wait anymore. It's time for movement. Tell me about the Three of Wands, please. Tell me about the Three of Wands. We've got the Queen of Cups, and there she is. We've got the Queen of Cups here. We've got the King of Cups here. This is a soulmate connection. This is two people who, even though they've been apart, maybe some of you for years, that you have a psychic connection with this person. You might be dreaming about them. You might feel their energy. You might be thinking about them all the time, and that's because they're thinking about you. So it does feel like we have a couple of people who have psychic energy or water energy. We do have the Six of Cups. This is someone that you do have memories with. We have memories of love, memories of kindness, memories of someone who's very compassionate and loving. So somebody here who I think is the King of Cups possibly, or any of those signs I mentioned up there. Take it as it resonates. It is a collective reading after all. There is somebody here who is deep in memories, nostalgia of love, the love they have for you, the love they had for you. And it's like this is coming back together again after a very long time. Tell me more about this. And we do have the Knight of Pentacles, a very long time. That's what I just said. I feel like somebody has waited long enough and they're not going to wait anymore. That's what it feels like here. They're not going to wait anymore. I think we're talking about the Emperor, because the Emperor is the one who will always step forward. If it's not an Emperor, which I mean by the Emperor is Aries, if it's not an Emperor, it could be any sign, y'all, because the King has all of the energies of all of the kings. So it could be any sign, y'all. I feel like somebody here has been waiting long enough. They've been patient enough. They are, I want to say, plagued almost by these memories of how you treated them. Kindness and loving and, compassionate, and that you only ever had great depth of respect for them. I feel like somebody here is no longer waiting. Tell me what else I need to know. Tell me what else I need to know. Yep, there is a cycle ending here, and somebody's about to speak their mind. This person sees that you get a lot of attention. I feel like this person feels like they're on their high horse a little bit, and that sort of checks out with the Emperor, because this person is a little bit egoic, which checks out with the Emperor. But understand that this ego and status and being on the high horse here is what is going to propel this Emperor forward. It feels like somebody here wants to speak with you about the attention you've been getting. They want to scoop you up and end this cycle. So what they want to do is come in, end this cycle here, and the way they're going to end this painful cycle is by speaking about it. Let's talk about it. So I feel like somebody here is inviting someone in. So I said some of you are going to invite them in. Some of you are going to say, no, don't bother. I feel I'm connecting with someone who is going to invite them in. However, we are looking at the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords isn't taking your bullshit, not taking anybody's bullshit. So I do feel like there is somebody here who is ready to speak up. And I feel like it's the Emperor who's ready to speak up, but I also feel it's you, collective, who is ready to say, come on in, have a seat. But just know that I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm not going to be aggressive, but I am going to be assertive. You're going to hear everything that I need to say about how this thing ended terribly. And we do have the Six of Wands, as I said. The Six of Wands is also crossing the finish line. It feels like there is going to be an end of a cycle. Somebody's crossing the finish line. We're going to talk about it, put all that crap behind us, and then we're going to begin new. We're going to begin brand new. All right. Let's talk about what this outcome might be for some of you. Let's talk about this outcome here. Give me the outcome. What's coming up here? I keep seeing the Lovers, just saying. As I'm shuffling, it seems to be the only card that I was seeing as I was shuffling here. Tell me about the outcome, please. We have the Devil. We have the Seven of Swords. Wow, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Three of Swords and the Four of Cups. One more. We've got the Queen of Wands. All right, look, things are coming into balance for some of you. I feel like that there have been some things that have been under the surface. I feel like you or the Emperor or any of the signs I've mentioned here, the other person or you, I feel is going to has been hiding some toxic secrets. I want to say there's things that have been going on with them in their head, in their life, that they feel are toxic. Now, we might not think they are toxic, but I think this Emperor feels like it's toxic. It's something that they've been hiding from you, but that's about to change. So I feel like the change that is coming here is a fated change, and it means somebody here is about to admit that the reason that they wouldn't come around before is because they felt that they were toxic, or they felt that they had too much fear and they didn't want to fail. And, you know, the devil's going to laugh in your face. Yeah, what's the matter? You can't do it yourself. Like, it feels like this person had demons in their head, like that were telling them that they shouldn't come forward here. We do have the Three of Swords. We have the Four of Cups, and we have the Queen of Wands. So I feel like there is heartbreak and disappointment. It also feels like there's been a long time that has passed. We've had time to think about it. We've had time to think about it, do our own thing, and now we have the Queen of Wands in the room, and the Queen of Wands is the one who is tenacious. That person is independent, on their own, independent thinker, does what they want. And I feel like there has been some heartbreak or heartache between you and possibly the Queen of Wands. But I do feel like it's about to resolve itself. So we'll go back over some signs so you can know what's going on here. So we do have Pisces, Gemini, Aquarius. We have Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have Virgo and Pisces here. And Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Libra's on the bottom of the deck. The Emperor, who is Aries. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Capricorn, and Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. So take it as it resonates, my friend. There is going to be a lot of change. Please don't be scared of change, because it's all happening for your good. These are fated times. And so don't be weirded out that things will happen boom like that overnight, because they won't. You will get this energy. You will start ruminating on it, thinking about it, feeling it, and things are going to begin to change slowly for you in the upcoming weeks. So I'm going to leave this here right now. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you. Good luck to you. Make sure you have your glasses and you view the eclipse responsibly. I'm going to go for now. Love you guys. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.